Hello there, YouTubers. It's Gus Estacio, back at it again. It's been a while. Had a little car problems. So one of my cars went down. We had to go get another car. I took my wife's old car. She got a new car. And so she's happy with her new vehicle. She wasn't really crazy about this car. But actually, this car is a bit of an upgrade as far as in looks from my old car. Yeah, so I've been really busy, and we've put up a couple of podcasts. My daughter's back in school, so that's being slowed down, but we're still going to still put up the podcasts. So check out Betty Christensen's testimony, good friend of mine. We went to the same church together, and she was a Jehovah's Witness, really down on her, last bits, looking for help, and she found the church, and I happened to be in that church, and I think it's a great story. I think the other thing I put up was Ron Rhodes. If you don't know anything about Ron Rhodes, he wrote an excellent book called Reasoning from the Scriptures with the Jehovah's Witnesses. Check it out. Get an old used copy from eBay or campuside.com or Amazon. It's one of those must-have books to have in your library. Reasoning from the Scriptures with the Jehovah's Witnesses. Ron Rhodes got some help with Marion Bodine, and a good friend of mine in the ministry who's a former Jehovah's Witness. So that it's an old book, but I think they updated it. But anyway, any of his books are terrific, and so he's talking about the resurrection, and that's an important issue when we're talking about Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, since I've started the YouTube channel, it's really going pretty well. We have over 500 subscribers. Woohoo! Surprise! That 500 people actually like what we're putting out. But yeah, so we have over 500 subscribers, and some of you have been contacting me personally, and so I'm glad that I can be a resource for you, and for some who are recent escapees out of the Watchtower Society, and some who are looking for not just any help, but looking for solutions within a belief system that is within the Christian belief system. And so those that haven't given hope on God, they haven't given up on God, and hopefully realize that there is something out there that God has communicated to us through the Bible, and are looking for the solution. Of course, the solution is Jesus Christ, but I know it can get a little more complicated than that. So I'm actually doing this, in the new car. I don't have it equipped to really hold the phone and everything, but I wanted to do this real quick because tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, I will be doing a YouTube, live video screen or whatever, where we have live video feed. So my daughter's going to help me out with that. And it was a topic that I did on Facebook, and it didn't, somehow I lost the video. But it's an important topic for Jehovah's Witnesses, for ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and for Christians also. So we're going to talk about heaven, hell, and the afterlife. And I'm going to be doing a PowerPoint presentation tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And hopefully we'll answer some of your questions. Did Christianity invent hell? That's something that I see very often in memes. A lot of people passing around Bishop Shelby Sponge saying that Christianity invented hell, a defrocked Episcopalian bishop who's really not reliable, and you'll see why tomorrow. So if you have questions about heaven and hell is so awful, well, how can any religion teach that? And what did the original Christians teach hell? Did the Jews believe in hell? We will all have that answer tomorrow. It's a good little presentation I put together for tomorrow, and it will be on YouTube. And if you miss it at 1 o'clock from the live video feed, where you can actually ask questions through our podcast line, don't worry about it. It will, as soon as the podcast is over, it will be uploaded onto YouTube. So, and it will be on our podcast. So, the way you can communicate tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and it will be from 1 to 3 o'clock, about this topic, it will be, you just call on the line 1-347-934-0379, 1-347-934-0379. I'm going to do Facebook Live, but I'm going to try to. I'm not sure if I will be able to do the PowerPoint presentation on both platforms, but people will be able to see me on Facebook Live, and I can always tell them go to YouTube if you want to see the actual slides, and they can always ask me questions on Facebook Live. So it will be, I'm going to try this on 3 forms of social media. So check us out tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Please check us out on YouTube, Healing X Outreach, and subscribe to us. There's a lot of good content that's coming up underway, not only from the podcast, but video stuff that I have planned on in the future. The next 3 months, we're going to have a thing on Oprah, the cult of Oprah Winfrey. Many of you don't know about that. In November, Marcia Montenegro from Christian Answers for the New Age. We have a couple of debates planned in the next 2 months. And I think I have a former Mormon guest and a former Jehovah's Witness. Oh, by the way, I think the first week of November, I think November 2nd, Healing X Outreach will be going to Washington State. And you will get to see me with my buddy Marcus Julian Watson on his channel on YouTube, doing the podcast from his YouTube channel. And, of course, you can always listen. And we will be talking to a good friend of ours, Larry. And Larry maybe he might be on the camera. We're trying to work out and see what we're going to do there. But Larry is a former Jehovah's Witness, and he might be with us on camera, or he might, we're going to hang out that day, me and Marcus Julian Watson, check out his channel with Larry, and interview Larry together. And I think we've interviewed Julian, but we might talk about Julian's story coming out of the Jehovah's Witnesses also. And we're going to have a fun weekend that week. So we're going to go bowling and do the stuff that guys do. We're going to go to church. Yes, me and Julian plan on. I'm going to Julian's church, his Hallelujah Church, I call it. And we're going to go meet a good friend of mine, Dr. Phil Fernandez, who's out there where Julian is. So it'll be a fun broadcast. We'll be on camera. We'll be on iTunes. You can check us out on iTunes, and you can check us out at our website at www.blogtalkradio.com/healing, the letter X, Healing X Outreach. And you can also like us on Facebook. We have a community page and a group page. So check out Healing X Outreach on Facebook, and you can always friend me up on Facebook, Augustin J. Estacio. So 8 minutes in, and I got to go to work, and I'm always running late for work. So God bless you all. You can see I'm growing a little bit of a beard, and you all have a great day. See you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We're going to talk about heaven, hell, and the afterlife, and what the witnesses believe about the afterlife, and what the Bible teaches, and what Christians have taught, and what Jews have taught. So God bless you. See me tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If you have questions about this is the time to come on and call that number 1-347-934-0379 and ask those questions. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.